At Bowling Green State University, we are a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We are proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
All right, well, good morning, and welcome to Homecoming Week. My name is Amy Shore, and I am the Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees here at Bowling Green State University, my alma mater. It's my pleasure to welcome you here for what's going to be a terrific week. And for those of you joining us virtually, thank you for giving us the time to learn more about what's going on here at our university. Thank you to the BGSU Firelands team, who's joining us as well for this event to hear about our university's progress and how we're moving this university forward. Afterwards, there's an all-campus picnic here at the Bowman-Thompson Quadrangle, and I told Dr. Rogers, it's rare for me to be able to say when I'm driving from Columbus, the sky got more blue the further north that I got. So we are in good luck for our picnic this afternoon, or right after this. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it's my honor to be here, and I want to recognize my fellow trustee, Paul Hooker, who's here as well. And most, I want to say hello to our students, and thank you for choosing Bowling Green State University. It's the best decision you're going to make in your life. To our faculty, staff, alumni, and friends, also, thank you for being here to learn about the progress of the university. And as we continue to move forward as a public university for the public good, it's my honor to introduce the 12th president of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers.
So thank you, Vice Chair Shore, and I want to make sure I recognize all of our trustees and former trustees, as well as board directors of our Board of Trustees for the foundation, as well as the Alumni Board. Certainly, I also want to acknowledge we have two elected officials with us today, Haraz Gambari. Haraz, thank you for being here. Now, Haraz is not an alum, but his wife is a student here at Bowling Green, a graduate student, so excited about that. And also Representative DJ Swearingen, who is an alum of Bowling Green State University. DJ, thank you. And we have some representatives from other state agencies, and I want to thank them for being here as well. But I also want to thank each of you that have taken time out to be here today, both in person as well as the live stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. This community is a strong community because of people like you that are engaged, committed, and supportive of the mission of this institution. So thank you. And this is a great way to kick off homecoming weekend, I think. Not right now, but at the lunch, okay, at 11:30. So when we kick that picnic off, I hope you will all join us at 11:30. So I am absolutely humbled to be here today to share with you the state of our university. And I can say with great certainty that the state of this institution is strong, very strong indeed. And today we'll have an opportunity to reflect upon incredible momentum across every corner of our learning community. And today we will also look to our future, because with great momentum comes great opportunity. And as a public university for the public good, it also comes with great responsibility. Responsibility that is shared by all of us, each of us in this room and beyond. And I'm honored to be the person standing here before you today to tell this story. But make no mistake about this, that it isn't my story, of course. It is our story, the collective efforts, our story working together. The momentum that we are having today is not because of any one thing or any one single individual. It is because of many faculty and staff working together, taking action and pushing us forward. And because so many of you are doing so much, I'm reticent to recognize specific individuals. Quite simply, we'd be here too long, all right? But you know who you are, and we know what you are doing, and we are thankful for the action that you're taking. So because of those actions, because of your actions, this fall we have together welcomed the largest single class in university history and the most academically prepared, topping last year's record. Our first-year enrollment is up 14%, up 22% over the last 2 years, defying nationwide and statewide trends. We are together attracting more students from out of state, with first-year out-of-state enrollment up 35% from last year. Overall enrollment at Bowling Green Firelands is also up nearly 9% over the prior year. And for the second year in a row, we are together seeing record student success and retention rates, with the fall 23 cohort returning at an all-time high rate of 81.6%, driving our overall enrollment And when I say an all-time high, that is truly in the 112 years, at least we think, it is the highest percentage it's ever been. So not only are we attracting more new students to Bowling Green than ever before, but students are choosing to stay here and complete their degree at Bowling Green. What you are doing, what we are doing together is working. It is absolutely working, and it has taken all of us to be all in on this institution and all in with each other and for our students. And we have absolutely pushed ourselves. You know, we're founded as a teacher training college, and in the past we evolved absolutely into offering a broader array of academic programs. Yet, we still had limited academic programs in a couple of key areas called healthcare and applied STEM engineering. And these two areas were the fastest growing areas that students wanted to study in, and society needed these majors. So what did we do? What did you do? Well, we developed our own nursing program to increase the number of graduates to serve the needs of Ohioans. And today, I am very proud that our School of Nursing is the largest enrolled BSN program in Northwest Ohio. That's a big deal. And we've added a new innovative approach to a doctorate of physical therapy, and we are working on a doctorate in occupational therapy, healthcare, important professions and needs of society. This past year, we reimagined our long-time engineering technology programs to create engineering programs to even better meet the evolving needs of our state's advanced manufacturing sector. Our new division of student engagement and success is redefining how an integrated, intentional student life program adds to our students' academic experience and career preparation, with programming that is deliberate in its offerings and aligned with their personal and professional interests. For example, the Radbill Center for College and Life Design and the Colleen Hub for Career Design and Connections are redefining what students can expect from a university that is committed to their success beyond just earning a degree. We are committed to preparing them for a lifetime of careers and a meaningful life. Our Division of Health and Well-Being is enhancing our holistic approach to being part of our learning community, not only for our student well-being, but for all of our faculty and staff as well. We continue to invest in our new facilities to enhance the physical space to support the teaching and research mission of this institution. Our visitors and prospective students and families are struck by our campuses. the pride we have in our facilities and how well kept the grounds are. This has taken a great deal of work, and I know that, and we greatly appreciate that work. And we've concluded that first campus master plan. But you know, this campus wasted no time in launching the next phase. And so with the input of this community, we have already launched the 2024 campus master plan. This week, Friday, we will be holding the official groundbreaking. Even though if you've not been over there, you've seen that there's past the groundbreaking, but we are the official groundbreaking for the Technology Engineering Innovation Center, which will propel our long-time ABET accredited programs in engineering forward. And this is supporting the state's need in developing career-ready talent in the advanced manufacturing field, which is absolutely a foundation of Ohio's economy. And this project is possible because of both public and private dollars, donors and state legislators who recognize the importance of investing in higher education for the future of our state. We, you, together, we have absolutely moved our university forward. You know, and our students have noticed, this fall, for the 5th consecutive time, Bowling Green has been ranked the #1 public university in the Midwest and #3 public university in the nation that students say they would choose again. #1 public in the Midwest. And once again, they've only started this last year, but now for 2 years in a row, we are ranked the #1 public university in Ohio for the student learning experience and opportunities. #1. There is nobody close to us. Now, you know, there are all kinds of rankings, but these rankings I think are particularly important because they are based upon student survey. Across the country, the Wall Street Journal asked students to rate their college experiences. Our students ranked us best in Ohio for community and social life, our sense of community, health and well-being support, campus safety, and sustainability. Our students ranked us as the best public in Ohio for campus facilities, including dining, housing, and extracurricular activities. Our students ranked us as the best in Ohio for career preparation. Pretty impressive, don't you think? And I hope in that list, each one of you know how you've contributed to that success that we are having here. Our students have noticed the impact of your work, and so have our supporters. This momentum. And our supporters, you may remember in this very room this spring, in May of this past year, we announced the largest gift in university history, with alumni Bob and Ellen Thompson sharing their intent to give, in total, $121 million to student scholarships at Bowling Green. $121 million to student scholarships. Modest income families, it goes to modest income families. We've got to make sure we graduate these students in 4 years or less. They need to do 20 hours of community service. It is a great program, and when realized, and with the university's match and other donors supporting this, we will create nearly $250 million in student scholarships for Bowling Green State University through the next decade. That is momentum. You know, and in addition to the Thompson gift, we continue to see record giving. This past spring, you might remember, we raised a record $2.77 million during BGSU one day. 36 hours, I know, but still, one day. And we continue to generate additional gifts, absolutely, to support scholarships, facilities, and programming. You know, over the past 5 years, our research grant expenditures have also increased. And just within this last year, there has been a 7% increase from last year to this year. Our faculty continue to receive external funding to move knowledge forward. in the photochemical sciences areas, in water quality, biology, sociology, STEM education, psychology, behavioral health, advanced manufacturing, just to name a few. So if there was something I didn't name there, I apologize. But there is a long list of projects. We are conducting meaningful and relevant research. And just this spring, I want to note, faculty from the BGSU Firelands and the College of Health and Human Services blended their area of expertise to launch the BGSU Labor Trafficking Education and Research Initiative, and are leading statewide conversations through Attorney General Dave Yost's Human Trafficking Initiative. Relevant, meaningful research and outreach. And we are seeing more and more opportunities to partner with organizations and industries across our region and state. Not only are we going to them, but they are coming to us, wanting to leverage the expertise of our faculty, research, and resources, which strengthens the economic vitality and deepening the impact of this institution. You know, this summer, Ohio's governor and lieutenant governor announced Bowling Green State University as a lead academic partner to support the Northwest Ohio Glass Innovation Hub, funded with a $30+ million grant by the Ohio Department of Development. It builds upon the region's existing industrial and research capabilities. It's expected to create 1,600 jobs and have an impact of $284 million of economic impact over the next 5 years. Momentum. It's a direct reflection on our ability to work collaboratively, and absolutely a reflection of the strength of our research and the ability to drive innovation in our state's economy. You know, and we also continue to engage more members of our community through the arts and athletics. Our programs in the arts, with their performances and exhibitions, are driving the cultural vitality of our community and state. You know, this fall, the Falcon Marching Band has received some national attention. Now the second largest college marching band in the nation at an FBS school. And our athletic programs are drawing larger audiences than ever before. This past weekend, Bowling Green State University volleyball set a university and MAC record for the highest single game attendance, with 4,201 fans packing the Stro to see us play Ohio State. And not just once, but twice this month, our football team took nationally ranked teams, including top 10 ranked Penn State, to the final minutes of that game. I might just notice, during the halftime performance of the marching bands at Happy Valley at the Penn State Stadium, when BGSU, I might note, was up 24-10, after the performances of the two bands, a Penn State fan leaned over to me and said, "You know, your marching band is beating us too." So, he probably doesn't want that streamed everywhere, but, and he was dressed in blue, so I'm assuming he was a Penn State fan. Okay. You know, this past spring, I also know, we welcomed thousands to the Doit to share in the total solar eclipse, the culmination of months of planning and community programming highlighting this once-in-a-lifetime event. You know, this is a great example of how a few faculty members brought an idea to life, working collaboratively, bringing others along, leveraging the intellectual and physical resources of Bowling Green and bringing it to the broader community. It's one example, and I know these initiatives are going on throughout the campus by a lot of different faculty and staff. That's what public universities should be doing. Can you find yourself in that photo? Who was there at that? Yeah, a lot of you. Look for yourself up there. I was there, but I couldn't find myself. So it's kind of like the Waldo thing. Is that it? Waldo? Okay, whatever. But anyway, This is something that we all should be so proud of. Learning communities, what we're able to create together. You know, we've been bold in our focus on what a 21st century public university does. We are absolutely redefining student success, working to ensure we are a great value and empowering our students to take advantage of all Bowling Green has to offer from day one. You know, we've been curious, asking what if, taking risks to develop new programs and developing them in new ways, delivering them in new ways, defying perhaps what others thought we were capable of. And I hope we have always been, and I found this to be true, we have absolutely been kind. We've focused on our why, our students and our mission as a public university for the public good. Across our learning community, led by our Division of Inclusion and Belonging, we've been intentional about encouraging dialogue to further our knowledge rooted in respect for one another. We have absolutely created a learning community where all can belong. Bold, curious, kind. The state of our university is strong because of our people, because you have made it so. You know, we are a mid-sized, Midwest, hardworking, public university, in my opinion, that simply won't quit. And that is how we have built this momentum, the momentum that we have today. And so this idea of momentum, I want to focus on that just for a moment. So I'm not a physicist, but I have been told momentum can be measured as the quantity of motion of a moving body measured as the product of its mass and velocity. Yes? Anybody want to correct me on that? But I don't know what it means, but yes, I do, actually. So mass and velocity, this idea of mass and velocity. So because of your work, you know, more students are choosing Bowling Green. We are a growing university. We've added more faculty and staff who believe in our mission to support this mission. We are seeing more alumni and supporters giving in record amounts. And I am excited to share that we will announce not just one, but two significant gifts later this fall, which will result in millions of dollars to support the Thompson Working Families Scholarship Program, as well as other student learning experiences and opportunities. So wait for those announcements. You know, we continue to see more businesses and companies who want to partner with Bowling Green, more legislators visiting our campuses, seeing firsthand the impact of our university and the importance to the region, the state, and the nation. You know, Bowling Green State University, we're the largest employer in Wood County, estimated to create a $3.1 billion impact in the state of Ohio. That's an anchor institution, $3.1 billion of impact in this state. And we have more community members engaging with us in athletics and the arts events. Simply put, more people who believe in the power of Bowling Green. But you know, we are not just dreaming. That's the mass part. We're not just dreaming, we are doing. And that is the velocity part. More, but doing. That is velocity. And we are introducing new academic programs in ways that have never been done before. As I mentioned, we're redefining student success for the 21st century, working to differentiate our university, conducting research and leading creative activities that are shaping our communities, and we are forging new partnerships. And we are aggressively seeking funding to continue to transform our campus and make education accessible. That's velocity. Mass times velocity. That's our momentum. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about momentum. It is challenging to create momentum. It's a lot of work. Mass velocity to get things going. It's a lot of work. But here's the thing. It is easy, it's easier to lose than to gain momentum. All you really have to do is just pause, right? That's it. Just stop moving. Stop pushing forward, even for a moment, and the velocity and that momentum slows and stops. So I know it has taken a lot of hard work to get us here today. And it may be tempting to think, now, we need to take a break. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's relax. We've done it. Record enrollment, right? Record enrollment, record student success rates, levels that seem unheard of a few years ago, record giving. Now, I want to be clear. Of course, we should reflect upon and celebrate all the achievements that have been accomplished by you all and our colleagues. We should absolutely reflect and celebrate. So let's take a moment and do that. Okay, so now it's time to look to the future, okay? So let's celebrate. But it's time to look to the future, because as good as this success feels, and make no mistake, we should absolutely be proud, we can't pause here. We cannot think we are on top of the mountain. We just hit the timberline, right? Somebody said, what does timberline mean? Everybody knows what the timberline is, right? We've only hit the timberline. This is where it gets harder. This last part of ascent to the mountaintop is going to be a little bit harder even. We've hit the timberline. We face continued challenges on many fronts, I want to be clear, several of which we identified this past spring when we did the series of strategic planning sessions for our faculty and staff. There continues to be this looming enrollment cliff, and there is a growing distrust of higher education. According to Gallup, only 36% of Americans have a great deal or quite a lot of confidence in higher education. That's down from 57% just a few years ago. So only 36% have confidence in what we do. Some say there's a liberal bias on our campuses. While we say we teach our students to think critically about the world around them, some say we teach students what to think, not how to think. We hear people questioning the value of certain degree programs, perhaps for any degree program. They believe, there's some who believe that our degrees lead to underemployed graduates and there's just mounting student debt. Some say universities, we're unable to change. We resist new ideas and are losing our relevance in the 21st century. Now, be clear, I do not believe this to be true, but there are those who do believe that to be true. We are also experiencing financial limitations at the state level, quite honestly, with limited investing in the state share of instruction that hasn't kept pace with the cost of living and capping the ability to adjust tuition in order to meet rising costs. We are in a highly bureaucratic and regulated industry, but also in an extremely competitive industry. Because of accreditation and other kinds of state and federal requirements, our academic courses and curriculum of our programs are by design much like our peers. It's hard to stand out, right? So how do universities, how do we at Bowling Green differentiate ourselves in this highly competitive space? So certainly a university must provide opportunities, and even with record enrollment and retention, let's be clear, we cannot outgrow our ability to provide a personal and engaged learning experience for all of our students, graduate and undergraduate students. We have to continue to be able to provide that kind of experience, without a doubt. But let's be clear also that universities cannot simply think students will arrive, take the required course, and graduate, and that's enough. We've done our part. Unfortunately, many universities do have that view. The annual Gallup-Purdue University Index report tracks college graduates from across the nation, measuring their long-term career success and satisfaction with their lives. Year after year, they have reached the same conclusion, and this summer was no different when the annual survey results were released. Year after year, same conclusion. It isn't where you go to college, it's how you go to college. Now, we know the Ivies and the wannabe Ivies don't want you to hear that. But it's not where you go to college, it's how you go to college, and the environment that college has to support students. If graduates had a professor or staff member who cared about them as a person, made them excited about their learning, and encouraged them to pursue their dreams, their odds of being engaged at work more than doubled, as did their odds of thriving in their personal well-being. If a graduate of a university had an internship or a job where they could apply what they were learning in the classroom, relevance, were actively engaged in extracurricular activities and organizations, perhaps worked on projects and understood the relevance of their studies, their odds of being satisfied at work and in life dramatically increased. In short, feeling supported and having deep and relevant learning experiences means everything when it comes to long-term outcomes for college graduates. The problem is that same survey found that only a very small percentage of graduates of U.S. universities had these types of experiences. So as a public university for the public good, isn't it our responsibility to ensure that each of our students know how to go to college to maximize their future success? Isn't it our responsibility to ensure our students can fully take advantage of their college experience from day one and prepare them for a lifetime of careers? Isn't it our responsibility to approach our students' education holistically with intentionality so they can graduate on time and with less student debt? I believe it is absolutely our responsibility, and it is also an opportunity to differentiate our educational experience from other universities. And because of a nearly $15 million of private gifts from 2 alumni donors who are actually with us today, we are offering a proven program to all of our undergraduate students. While Stanford University might have developed this program, which uses design thinking to help students navigate their college experience, our Jeffrey H. Radbill Center and the Michael and Sarah Colleen Hub have taken it and have adapted it to meet the needs of Bowling Green students. Today, every student who wants to engage in this program can work with coaches to build a path for their college experience and consider career paths beginning on day one of college. This helps students understand why they are in college, leading them to graduate on time with less student debt and getting the most out of the investment they are making in college. Going to college with focus, intentionality, and purpose. At Bowling Green, we call it Life Design Initiative, and I am proud that we're the only university in the nation that we're aware of offering this truly at scale. It is a differentiator for us. This is the program that is the proof point to prospective students and their families that we are absolutely committed to a holistic, intentional approach to every student's education if they choose to come to Bowling Green. So yes, we have great momentum. But my ask of each of you is we need to keep this momentum going. My ask is that we recognize our opportunity to build upon this momentum. My ask is that we recognize even further our responsibility as a public university for the public good to continue to move forward. We're not at the mountaintop yet. We will need to continue to focus like a laser on student experiences and outcomes. We will need to be more efficient, not to fill a budget deficit, but to give us the resources to fund our continued growth mindset. And we will need to optimize and monetize our physical and non-physical assets to support the core functions of our work. We're going to need to ask all of us, our community, we're going to need to ask hard questions. Are we confident? Our general education curriculum truly prepares students for the 21st century? Or is it more a smorgasbord of classes that we ask students to take? Are we confident that each course in our curriculum by major are truly designed for the 21st century? Are we confident our academic portfolio is right for our university, our region, and state? What are new programs we still need to explore? And what about programs that no longer seem to be serving our students or society? Are we confident that our research and creative activities are relevant and meaningful to the academy and to the public? Relevant and meaningful research. Or are we just publishing papers, right? I've had some of those papers I just published. So it's on me as well. Are we sure that our work is relevant and meaningful? Are we confident that we are truly fully leveraging the resources of a research university like Bowling Green? Could we provide a more efficient management of course enrollments and a more equitable faculty workload? Where can we be more efficient? Efficiency to identify innovation funds that allow us to continue to do this important work. And while we are continuously looking to reduce the net cost of delivering a Bowling Green education by reducing administrative costs, I do want to note some recent examples, which include new organizational structures in our College of Education and Human Development, the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering, and our university libraries. But are we confident that we've done enough? Or do we have extra layers of bureaucracy that are driving the cost of education higher? Are we teaching in a way that truly leverages technology, embracing tools like AI? And are we confident that each person in this community, regardless of their socioeconomic class or their background, that they truly belong here and they can find success at this institution? Every individual. These are some of the difficult questions, the tough questions that we absolutely need to be asking ourselves. But I'll tell you what, I am most confident in our ability to continue to improve because we are a learning community that has demonstrated our ability to do that already. It's a learning community that shows up again and again. After hearing about some of the successes of Bowling Green, people outside of campus often ask me, so, what's going on at Bowling Green? What's the secret? Well, there is no secret. Of course there is no secret. All we have done is double down on who we've always been, a public university for the public good. We've focused our work in doing what it takes to create public good, to ensure a Bowling Green education, a college degree, is available to anyone who wants to work hard and to earn it.
Have you ever heard of the analogy of like the flea in the jar?
What a question.
You take like a glass mason jar, and if you put a flea in it where it like limits how high it can jump, after so long of being in that, if you open that jar and you dump them out and let them hop with their free will, they'll only jump that high.
There were many moments where I felt that maybe I am not meant to have a degree. I know in the past someone told me not everyone gets to go to college, and sometimes you just need to work for a living.
Bowling Green definitely gave me the opportunity to come to college a lot easier. My mother's a single parent, so she has to, support all three of us through college, and Bowling Green allowed me to support her.
All these opportunities that have been given to me and being able to do all this stuff, it was like I kind of broke out of that jar.
College pushes you. They educate you, but they want to push your knowledge and see how exactly you can critical think and use your critical thinking skills not only in the job you're working, but in life as well.
College is a lot more than just the classes that you're sitting in and taking. College is meeting people, it's developing those communication skills, whether you're doing it consciously or not.
I would definitely say it's very simple to get involved. I would not say it's necessarily easy. I had to go out and search for those opportunities that I felt like I belonged. So if you look for the opportunities, they're right there.
I had this yearning inside me that was like, I need this degree. I don't care if it takes me until I'm 100 years old. I will walk across that finish line. And as time went on and I tried and I failed and I tried and I failed, I never lost hope. And so that sense of hope that pursuing my degree gave me, it gave me hope for a better future and a better tomorrow.
Now that I'm out of that, it's kind of like my responsibility to help other people get out of that and kind of see what they can do.
I would love to get into the nonprofit sector or some government work to really help people.
I just feel so honored to be able to make an impact in so many people's lives every single day. And it's just so amazing to me that I can not only work a job, but also help people and benefit their lives at the same time.
If somebody told me that I was making a difference in their life, I would cry because I would just be so overjoyed that I was able to make that difference.
If you ask me to do it all again, I still don't think I could do it. Like, it doesn't seem real to me. So kind of just helping people to do what they think they can't do is kind of something I really want to do.
So what we do, what you do, matters. We have the opportunity, the responsibility to create opportunity. So we have the opportunity and the responsibility to create opportunity. You know, it's really hard, impossible even, to predict which 17 or 18-year-old or military student or post-traditional student will be the one that's going to make the discovery, launch the business, inspire the student, treat the patient. That is the ripple effect of what we do, the ripple effect of education, and the foundation of innovation that has long been the paramount of our nation's success. That is public good. And as a public university, we must cast a large and wide net, keeping education accessible, doing our work to ensure that each and all students can be successful. Let us not be defined by those who we exclude, but rather by the success of those we include. That is important. This is absolutely a time of great momentum and excitement at Bowling Green, but let's be clear. We also know that our successes today were only possible because of the individuals who came before us. And today, we each have an opportunity and a responsibility to do the same for those who will follow after us. We cannot waste this moment. We cannot lose this momentum. You know, Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." So the success that we are having is not final. The mistakes we make along the way will not be fatal. We must have the courage to continue on. Never forgetting our foundation as a teacher training college, we have long embraced our responsibilities to serve the needs of Ohioans, and we have taken risks doing what others were unwilling to do or what others said was impossible. It is action, velocity, action that counts. And we must continue to push ourselves forward, always focusing on how our university improves our communities through collaboration, education, research, outreach, in short, enhancing the public good. You know, I am incredibly proud of our learning community, and I am deeply grateful for all that you do to support our students, to move knowledge forward, to improve the human condition, and drive our university forward. For our students, for our society, our momentum, our opportunity, our responsibility. We must not waste it. Thank you, and I Ziggy Zumba.